Hi, this is Lynsey. I wanted to show you how to do some simple editing in Premiere Plus Embroidery Extra. This is in response to a user who said she was having problems using the Freehand Select in Premiere Plus Embroidery Extra. Let me show you what I've found. I thought I found a glitch, and someone else has said, no, it's not a glitch. I was just in the wrong section. But let's see what I'm talking about first. I'm going to try to delete this butterfly. And first thing I'm going to do is zoom to rectangle. I clicked and dragged this tool so I could clearly see my butterfly in order to work on it. The next thing I'm going to do, and again, I'm in Premiere Plus Embroidery Extra and Home tab. It has Box Select, Freehand Select. And you can see by the little rope trailing my arrow cursor that I can now draw, not very well with my mouse, around the outside of this butterfly. When I let go of the left mouse, everything disappears, which is what was happening to this other person. Someone else suggested to ungroup the design. Well, if it isn't grouped to begin with, I can't ungroup, and restricting groups just means to disable all groups in the work area. Well, this is a completed design that's already been combined, so groups really doesn't apply. What I did and have done for years is go in and click on the Modify tab. But let's first see what happens if my design is not selected. Let me zoom to fit so you can see that. If I click on the Modify tab, when my design looks like this, a design must be selected to use the features of the Modify tab. Say OK to get rid of that. Now what does selected mean? It means you just have to click on it, and this is a selection box with little white handles around it. Now it's selected, and I can click on the Modify tab, and I have some more tools to work with. Again, what I do is zoom to rectangle to get in there, and then I can click on the Freehand Select, draw around my butterfly, and now you see that has a selection box. And what that is the software asking me, okay, what do you want to do with this? I want to delete it. So I click on Delete. Now you'll also notice I have a few little loose ends here. The way I take care of those is I go into Select Stitches. I'm going to start with this one here, select the stitch and just drag it back to where it came from. I can't see with this red one, so I'll just zoom back out again. I still have Select Stitches highlighted. I'm going to click on that last stitch where the point is and drag it towards the butterfly, and it'll blend in. Now if you look at my design, when I go into the Home tab again and click on Life View, there's my design. You'd never know that there used to be a butterfly up there. If you have more than just the Premiere Plus Embroidery Extra and you have the whole suite of programs, you'll also have, I'm going to Control C or copy this design again, and I would click on the Premiere Plus Modify, and the tool looks like scissors with little red handles. When I click on that tool and I click on Paste, I can get my design back in here again to show you. There are other ways too. You can still do that in this module. You want to zoom around the area. In case you're wondering what the little T's are, those are. And if I want to just get rid of this butterfly entirely, I can just click on the Freehand Select. I get my selection box, and I can click on Delete or Delete key on the keyboard. Let me just try the keyboard, and it's gone. A couple little color changes up there still remaining, but that shouldn't cause a problem. Let's look at it in life view. There's my design. You'd never know that there was a butterfly there. Okay, I'm going to cancel out and I'm going to go back to keeping our butterfly in the design. I'm not going to select him, and I'm going to right click to get rid of this Freehand Select Tool. I just wanted to show you another great potential for editing in this Modify module. I'm going to zoom to fit. And that is, you can delete by color. You see the color bar down here? If I click on this forward arrow, it says Draw Next Color Block, and it will draw only that color. You can see here the first color is green, second color darker green, or it almost looks black in this view. Here's black, yellow, and that's all the yellow, not just the flowers. These are parts of our butterfly that were in the upper corner. If you wanted to make any minor part of this design, getting down to just by color, this is the way to go. Otherwise, the Freehand Select works just fine in this module. Let's go back to the entire design again. I'm going to just close out of this. I don't want to make the changes. It will overwrite your original. I always like to keep my original intact. I'm going to go back here to my Modify tab with the Freehand Point Select this time. Oh, I should have zoomed in further first. Okay, Freehand Point. This allows you to get in tighter to the design. Say the butterfly was really close to that flower. I'm in charge of where I put these little nodes around the design to show which ones I want to delete. Once I'm finished, I can just right click. You see I still have a selection box, and I would choose the delete. What I'm going to also show you is the box select. Because this butterfly is quite a distance away from the flower, I could just do part of it, but you see what's going to happen here is these red stitches are going to remain. So your best bet for this instance is to use the Freehand Select if you're comfortable with your mouse or pen, or the Freehand Point Select. Either of those will work fine. If I wanted to delete, say, these little petals or what they're supposed to be, I could take the box select very easily, put it around those, and delete them. That's it. That's all I've got for deleting using the Freehand tool in Premiere+ Embroidery Extra. I hope it's helped you somewhat.